I know, bad bedhead. What do you expect when somebody's missed the clock going back again? Yeah, point of interest. How many times recently have you heard the expression, family is everything? Here's something. Mention the word a will, and then throw out the phrase, family is everything. Because when you bring a will into being, or somebody's brought a will into being that entails you, family is no longer anything. I'll give you for example. Someone comes back to England, sells a car illegally. Oh, gets married illegally, forgot about that one. Has a couple of warrants on himself. Arrives in England with a they cross it 2 toes, saying, you know how to deal with this, don't you? So I dealt with it, as you do. Family is everything. Yeah, sure. So, months after someone left, the police arrived at the door one week and the bailiffs arrived at the door the other week. And you can guess why. Thankfully, my father could prove everything in the house he had either built or bought. Most of it built. And I went out for chicken one day for our meal. Well, I went to do the shopping, but the chicken was in the bag, so, hence I went for chicken. On my return, my dad's on the sofa, and he looks up and he quietly says to me, there's something on the table I think you better look at. Bad impression, I know, sorry. Anybody who knows Brian Neil Kendrick, my apologies. He didn't sound that bad. Anywho, I looked at the table and I saw a document there waiting for me to read. Now, we were in a fashion still grieving my mum's loss. So anything my dad said, I listened to. Yeah. My mum's come back as a robin. You've blocked the drains. Yeah, well, that didn't cost us because we worked together to get it sussed, but this was different. This was really different. And on the table was a document. I looked at the document and I actually did recognise what it was, but its content surprised me. Because of recent events, as it were, I was now the executor of the will and the sole recipient. Ian wasn't in the will. I had wondered why. I wasn't going to question my father's decision. Old as he is, or old as he was, I should say, my apologies. He made his decision. I know they talk of people influencing other people. Yeah, try telling that to a blinking Pisces. No chance. And my dad was a Pisces. I'm a Scorpio, and yeah, we had a lot of fractious times after my mum died. But there's certain things that were solely ours. His finances was it. I gave him assistance, kind of like, because he couldn't hear very well, but that was it. Anywho, we're back to the will. For some strange reason, the one in Australia didn't like being written out of the will. And that's when his campaign of harassment began. And little by little, people like the cousin in America, and after my father died, my family in England separated themselves from me little by little. Because my father didn't like the police calling round here. My father hadn't liked the bailiffs calling round here. Both of them with warrants for my brother. who theoretically can never return to England, but hey ho, that's never stopped him before. He came back here to watch Liverpool play. As far as I'm aware. Somebody could have lied to me, I guess, but you never know about these things. The point is, if you ever hear anybody using that expression, family is everything, let me clue you in. I'm adopted. I had the most wonderful parents that anybody could ever have had. It's probably why I'm still grieving now. I miss them both. Doesn't matter how old I am, you always miss your parents. Particularly if they taught you to be who you are. And my folks did. They were beautiful people. And yet again, I was seeking distraction this morning from something. Well, alright. Once again, I missed the clocks going back. I think I've said that. So I was seeking distraction, listening to YouTube stories. And I know the stories, at least most of them. Well, okay, probably all of them. But the news is so bad in England and so bad in America, distraction is needed now and then. And one of the stories used that expression again. Family is everything. Let me clue you in. It's not. When family decides to separate from you because they've developed their own opinions that aren't actually based on this case, what my father wanted. All I've ever done is try to respect my father's will, which somebody in Australia doesn't seem to like very much. Yeah, my father's wishes should be respected. A will should be a will, and an ingrate, his wishes shouldn't be respected at all. And yet, almost 3 years down the line, that little brother, person, has still got issues with my father's will. Nothing to do with me. I didn't write it.